And now we get the Battle of Ontario. And we're going to be talking a lot about the Battle of Ontario. But first, let's talk about these milestones. And, you know, the fact they both happen on the same night and they clinched the division for just the third time since '62, which is sort of a sad state of the success of the team over that time. But just a great night for Toronto and like good vibes going into round one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all through the last half of the year, I said finishing first in their division was going to be really important. It was significant. You don't want to play Florida or Tampa Bay in the first round. And I think that the Leafs have achieved one thing that's really significant is finishing first. And, you know, you heard Anthony Stolar say it was going to be fun playing Ottawa in the Battle of Ontario, and then he says, oh, it'll be a bloodbath, it'll be a war. Geez, I didn't know bloodbaths and war were a lot of fun, but I get what he's trying to say, and it'll be enjoyable. I mean, the fan bases of Toronto and certainly Ottawa, having been out of the playoffs for the last number of seasons, it's going to be exciting. And like what Auston Matthews said, you have a team that's hungry, but at the same time, this Toronto Maple Leafs team, Stolar's, leads all goaltenders in save percentage with this play. Matthews finding that form. Mitch Marner with 100 points. Do we even talk about John Tavares or William Nylander or Bobby McMahon or Matthew Nice? I mean, they have a really good team here in Toronto. And certainly I think that for Mitch Marner and Auston Matthews, where there's kind of been a spotlight put on them and where they maybe had to carry a burden that wasn't always fair, I think they look around and they see a lot of help around them that can give them a chance to really push forward here in the playoffs.
So it is the Battle of Ontario. We're going to get to the Ottawa perspective in 1 second. First of all, from Toronto's perspective, how do they match up against the Sens?
Okay, so they give up nothing in the net. Anthony Stolarz is a brilliant goaltender, and he's shown that over the course of this year. Everybody says, well, he hasn't played a lot in the playoffs. Who cares? Just watch what he's doing. He's been phenomenal. I love what Brad Treliving did with the blue line. I think you need a certain element on the blue line, and they have that. They have the length, they have the reach, they have the territorial bent, and everything that he's done on the blue line gives him a chance. And I just talked about Matthews finding his form, Marner, Tavares, Nylander, Nyes, certainly Bobby McMahon. I think there's a lot of depth there. I think Max Domi has found a level of play. He's comfortable. Getting Cal Yarncroc back has been really good. So I see a team that really has the edge everywhere. And that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It never is. It doesn't mean that Ottawa can't have a good chance. But I think that the Toronto Maple Leafs are set up to push through this series and beat the Ottawa Senators and move on to a second-round matchup versus either Tampa Bay or Florida.